Would you like that if I go around and start telling people, oh, that you're average?
Sure.
Diamond feels that Zari still wants him. I'm a grown-up man. I'm a grown-up man, so I know.
Yeah,
I
good.
don't feel it. I know. If I tell that I know, it's fucking no. Zari loves me.
Hey!
Well, but you see, stay now. I'm already feeling scared because I think
No,
but your head was like I was saying. You can never do it. You can never have a conversation, Annie. That's the problem. That's gonna make excuses for bad behavior and talk about she went through this, she went through this, she went through this. Babes, I'm going through the most, but I don't walk in distraction. Please. You don't know what it is to be a real ass bitch. Or to call me a fake bitch is actually insane. I have no respect for you. I have no respect for your husband. I have no respect. You have nothing to say, my nigga. You have
Guys, you know, this was that one episode where I thought that I was finally going to applaud Annie for her maturity. This was that one episode where I felt like, oh my God, after all, Annie is, emotionally intelligent. Annie can take accountability for her actions. Annie is not too proud to apologize for her wrongs. But then, lo and behold, just when Annie had been able to, evoke my pity, she once again scattered it to the ground. Guys, listen, I was so pissed at Annie on this episode. Like, I was so pissed. I was so irritated. See, everything was just fucking annoying about the things Annie was doing on this episode, yeah? And see, I know I'm kind of jumping the scenes, but don't worry, we're gonna start from the beginning again. But I need to address this Annie's issue once and for all, yeah? So first, beginning with her so-called reconciliation with Zari at her house. See, how do you say you want to make things right and you're asking the person, oh, how did you feel when I said what I said? How did you feel? Tell me, I want to know how you felt. Like, why are you even asking? If you want to apologize, shouldn't you go ahead and apologize? Like, go ahead and apologize. Like, genuinely take accountability for the things you said on this woman's wedding day. Because if it was you, you wouldn't be able to take it. And I'm glad that she kept on saying that, if it was me, I would not be able to take it. If it was me, I know how it felt. Yeah, we know that you would not be able to take it because you're not emotionally intelligent enough. But just go ahead and apologize. For me, I felt like she wasn't like outrightly apologizing in that scene. Instead, you are probing, you are digging into Zari's emotions. Okay, so you want her to tell you that, because she's Zari the boss lady, you want to actually see her crumble. You want to actually see her break down. You want to actually see her vulnerable. Annie, she's not going to be vulnerable with you because you're very good at weaponizing people's feelings against them, people's vulnerability against them. So, my God, guys, it was so annoying. And you see, Zari wasn't the only person she did it with. You see, yeah, quite all right. I mean, I was glad that Zari told her that, listen, I forgave you before I even came here, so I don't even have you in mind, all right? So forget about it. I'm glad that Zari actually forgave her for whatever, even though she did not like outrightly, properly apologize. Because she was like, oh, if you feel, what do you mean if you feel? The things you said, the things you did, the way you behaved, it's quite offensive. So it was definitely an offense. Which one is if you feel? As I said, Zari wasn't the only person she actually displayed all of that to. There was also Swanky. I mean, Zari had brought Swanky along to her house, and it's not funny to just go ahead and apologize and just make things right. Once again, she was coming up with that voice note thing, and then she picked up her laptop and she said, oh, I have proof. Proof of what? And you see, Swanky was explaining all over again that, girl, listen, you just literally made up this whole voice note thing in your head. I have explained to you 100 times over that I was on the phone with your manager. You called your manager. I was still on call with your manager. And then you said all manner of nasty things about me to your manager. So it wasn't even really about a voice note. If I said, okay, you said all of these things, and I recorded it, it was mostly about the things you said. But Annie was still dragging and going. But guys, there was no apology tendered. She did not apologize. And she was like, that was what I was trying to do. I was trying to make things right now. I was trying to make peace. Annie, you were not trying to make peace. You were trying to defend. In fact, you were being defensive. Not even trying. You were defensive. And as you normally do, we're gaslighting the whole situation. We're gaslighting Swaki Jerry, trying to make it look like, oh, because you're the one crying, you're the one in the right. Ah, my God. All right. So let's say Annie made peace with Swanky. They reconciled. They hugged things out, right? And they became friends again. Yeah? And so I was glad Annie had successfully made peace with her best friend in the group and also Zari that she's always at loggerheads with, yeah? And more importantly for me, Annie had successfully evoked my pity for her situation. And so I began to nurse hope that this event that she had actually convinced Naked DJ to help her organize, to invite everyone to make things right, according to her, that it was going to go really well. Because according to her, if she invited everybody by herself, she knows that they will not come. Because one way or the other, she had offended people, right? So she had to use Naked DJ. And guys, I was happy. I was excited, right? But then lo and behold, event happened. Of course, Annie saw that certain people were already uncomfortable. Certain people were already skeptical, about the fact that they were there because Naked DJ had actually lied, to get them to come. They were uncomfortable. And so people had arrived, yeah? And then Naked DJ had taken the floor to address everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, don't you think that was the right opportunity for Annie to have, taking the floor after Naked DJ, right? Taking the floor and tendered an apology to people she had offended, right? And then maybe assure them that, okay, after this, we're going to have like a one-on-one conversation, but I have made peace with Zari, with Swanky, Fantana, Nadia. I know that we are not on good terms right now, but I just wanted to tender a public apology first, and then we're going to have a conversation later. Like, guys, don't you think that Annie should have actually done that? Because tell me why Annie decided to keep waiting. Like, for her, because she had made peace with Zari and Swanky, that was it. So it now made me question the actual essence of the event, of the party. Like, if you felt like you did not really have to say anything anymore, why did you call for the party? Because already she was saying that and she did not invite Fantana, or she did not even want Fantana to be there. I'm like, so who did you now want to actually make peace with? Who? Because that was already the first sign of doom for me. Oh, I did not invite this one. Who is this one? This confused child. So Fantana is a child. So she had to now wait for Nadia to be flaring up. And she was like, Saki, you know I was going to talk. And then the same emotional blackmail bullshit, the same victim card that she's fond of playing, she was doing it all over again. Swanky, you know I was going to talk. Swanky, you know I was going to talk. Nah, girl, you weren't going to talk. And Iniedo was right. Annie wasn't going to talk. Annie wasn't going to talk. Guys, Annie wasn't going to talk. She wasn't. I don't know her from Adam, but having watched season 1, season 2, now we're in season 3, Annie wasn't going to talk. She wasn't. That's her style. That's her game. That's what she typically does. She will burn people and then she will act like she's the victim. She will act all innocent. She would act all defensive. She would then look for people to fight for her, because that was what she was doing again. Holding on to Swanky, wanting Swanky to fight for her, pointing at Nadia like Nadia is an alien to Swanky and saying, oh, Swanky, see now, I'm scared. Like a child reporting someone, like a bully, reporting a bully to her trusted friend to go and fight her battle on her behalf. Guys, that scene was so annoying. And I loved the fact that Nadia gave it to her hot. Yes! Because you cannot offend people, you cannot provoke people, you cannot do shit to people, and then you now want to come and be saying that, oh, I've been going through a lot. Girl. You're not the only one that goes through a lot. We all exist in the same world. You're not the only one that's going through a lot. I mean, this Nadia has lost someone. She lost her loved one, aka, and only God knows what she's dealing with. But Nadia does not walk around in destruction, as she said. She doesn't walk around in destruction, offending people, being toxic to people. But Annie 100% projects, always transferring her aggression, her pain, her trauma, whatever she's dealing with. She's always transferring it to people and expecting people to understand. Why? What makes you so special? Guys, Nadia did it for me on that scene. She did it for me. If Nadia had not fired and blasted Annie, I would have been disappointed. But I was glad she did, because Annie needed to be put in her place. All right. Before we continue with the rest of this episode, guys, hi. You're especially welcome to my channel. My name is Gloria Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah, and I am the girl with the T. For those of you that are new here, you are especially welcome. If you are yet to subscribe, though, please do not hesitate to subscribe. Use the red subscribe button. Also, turn on your post notification bell to always receive alerts of my videos whenever I upload a new one. To my returning viewers and subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in again. Yes. Anyways, without further ado, let's just continue with the rest of the video. Now, taking it from the very first scene, which was the continuation of the end of episode 5. Ladies and gentlemen, I was quite excited on my previous review, about Fantana joining Diamond and Kefi's dinner date. Yes, apparently it was Kefi that invited Fantana, which was simply amazing. For me, I was just screaming, girl power, yeah. However, as much as I was excited, guys, frankly speaking, I wasn't expecting much to come out of Fantana's presence. Yeah. Because as I've been saying to all of you from episode 1, Fantana needs to tell us what it is that Diamond has put in a stew for her. Because it seems like no matter what Diamond does, even though Fantana's caught Diamond smashing another female right in front of her, Fantana acts like she would rather join in a threesome with Diamond than to be out of Diamond's life. And someone commented on one of my videos that Fantana is actually from a rich home. I don't know how true that is. I don't know. I don't really have a background to her. But then it still makes me wonder that, girl, if you are from a rich home, it means that you should be unfazed by Diamond's wealth. So is it his fame? Are you trying to resuscitate your music career through Diamond? Are you trying to latch onto his fame and popularity? What exactly is it? Because guys, I was excited that she joined their dinner date. But then, lo and behold, when she joined, listening to the things that she was saying, oh, even if we're smashing, I don't like the way you're telling people about it. And guys, it just felt like she gave him a pass. And then later on, when they met at this Annie's event, that's in the final scene, and Diamond had gone to greet her and she was acting like she was pissed, like she was telling him, "I'm pissed at you." The thing she said during her confessionals was just quite disappointing. Her saying that, oh, she's not really mad at Diamond, she's just pretending to be pissed at him because she wants him to, work really hard to pacify her, that she wants him to humble himself first before she humbles him. In other words, she's still enjoying whatever is going on between them. And you see the way Diamond walked away from her. The moment she told Diamond, "Oh, Diamond, I'm pissed at you," the guy didn't even wait to finish hearing what she was saying. He just walked away. Hey! Should I call her a pick-me or what? How do we address women that behave like Fantana? Because at first her excuse was that, oh, she's not blaming Diamond for anything, she's defending him because if at all she's pregnant, she wants her baby to have a father. So fine, she's not pregnant, but the guy is still doing what he's doing. So what's your excuse now? Nah, Fantana is, in fact, she has fallen my hand. the tiny respect I had for her, I'm sorry, it's gone. Yeah, probably not like my respect matters or anything, but it's gone because there's no excuse. There's no reason whatsoever. It doesn't make sense at this point. I mean, guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, quickly moving on to Shakib and Zari's relationship or their marriage. Zari is saying that they should put behind them whatever is going on with Diamond, and they kissed and they made up, yes. However, my concern is that even though Zari is saying this with her own mouth to her husband Shakib, is she going to take her own words and respect the boundaries of their marriage? Is she going to advise herself to control her behavior around Diamond? Because listening to Diamond telling the guys that he knows that Zari wants him back, that was quite embarrassing. Now, onto the scene with the guys laughing at Diamond, with regards to his experience with Kefi and Fontana at, his date with Kefi. Guys, that was hilarious. It was hilarious. And the guys were just saying that he deserved it. And guys, I totally agree. Diamond deserved it. And I really had hoped that maybe they had poured wine on that his dread. Because this guy, you want to be a player, you're not even looking at the kind of woman you want to go and play with. It's Kefi. Crazy ridiculous, yeah. But anyways, Swanky had brought up conversations about Nika DJ's relationship with K-League. And guys, listen, I understand to some extent that Nika DJ has got his fears and trauma from his past 2 marriages. But I just felt like the way he responds to questions about his relationship with K-League, it's just so offensive. Imagine him saying that if Kaylee is tired, she can leave. Oh my God. Like, why would he say that? It's the way it makes their relationship look so flimsy. It's annoying. It's disgusting. Listen, I don't care at this point. He has a trauma. Yes, I get it. Everybody is dealing with one form of trauma or the other. But to say that, because Swanky was telling him that, okay, I think it was Louis was telling him that, look, Kaylee is tired. And for her, she's at a point where if there's no definition anymore, that she's going to walk away. And the guy's like, hey, she's tired, she should leave. Like, why would you say that? Nah. Very annoying. Very annoying. And then there was Louis addressing Diamond's, hovering around and involvement in Zari's marriage to Shakib. And guys, that scene was so hilarious. It was so hilarious because, quite frankly, it was Diamond's bluntness for me. This guy said he does not believe, because Naked DJ was saying that, oh, Diamond believes that Zari wants him back. The guy said, no, I don't believe. I know. And see, ladies and gentlemen, even though Zari goes on saying that, oh, I'm the boss lady, I could never want you back. Guys, Zari gives all the green lights. She gives all the indications that if Diamond were to snap his fingers, as he bragged in previous episodes, that she was going to dump everything around her, pack her life and her children, and go back to Diamond. It's like Zari is busy being like Dora the Explorer, exploring the world, exploring relationships with other men, and waiting on Diamond to decide that he's ready to settle down with her. And the moment Diamond is ready, like the moment he's done sowing his wild oats in the whole universe, and he's now ready to settle down, it's like Zari will literally jump. When he says jump, she will jump. That's the vibe Zari is giving. And Diamond, it's like that knowledge is the power that he has over her. So Louis knows that. Louis sees that. And hence the reason Louis kept on saying, dude, you need to stop. My brother, with respect, like respectfully, my brother, you need to stop. But guys, yeah, you see, as much as I tried to hate Diamond in that scene, guys, I'm sorry, I could not hate this guy. Because this guy is just so funny. He's a very funny asshole. That's it. The guy is funny. He's funny. You can't really hate him. See, anyways, I'm just gonna leave it at that. But I would love to hear your thoughts about that. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. As this is where I'm gonna end my analysis of this particular episode. Yes, I think I have nicely summed it all up. Yes, and I would love to hear from all of you. So go ahead, share your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you all on my next episode. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.